This is Dispatches from Myrtle Beach with Charles Neal and my son Link from Good Mythical Morning. How you doing, son?
Doing good, Dad. Thank you for asking. How about you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Uh-huh.
We
I-
keep right on trudging along and things going on. And my health is good. Nancy's still going through her treatments and stuff. And
Making the best of it, getting the results that we hope for, I would hope.
Yeah. You keep having them. You don't really find out anything till after you get through with all the treatments and stuff. And I guess they check you sometime or another to see how things work out. So that's what's going on.
Okay.
With us, and
we gotta get her on the mend. I know you're taking care of her.
Taking care of her, yeah. So just instead of me and you catching up so much, I got a holler out from Kyle, and he's from Athens, Georgia.
Okay.
And he said, I apologize already for the long email, but I've been wanting to send this for a while now. I've been watching GMM for about 10 years and also been listening to Dispatches from Myrtle Beach since the first episode. About a year and a half ago, when I was 28 years old, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer. Since being diagnosed, I've gone through 8 rounds of chemotherapy, 28 radiation sessions, and had multiple surgeries. I still have 2 big surgeries scheduled in the next few weeks as well. Although I am still dealing with the physical and mental aftermath of my diagnosis, I'm happy to say that I'm completely cancer-free.
Great.
I just wanted to thank both of you for being a source of comfort throughout this journey. I pretty much only watch GMM and Dispatches from Myrtle Beach anytime I was getting treatments or in the hospital. My dad is my best friend and came to every treatment session and doctor appointment with me. And listening to the two of y'all always reminds me of my relationship with my dad. I wanted to reach out to Charles specifically just to let him know that he and Nancy are not alone. And they have tons of people rooting for them. Charles is a great supporting Myrtle Beach who are going through a tough time. So I just wanted to pay it back and let him know that people like me are constantly thinking of him during this difficult time. I know that Nancy is incredibly strong and a fighter, and I'm always eager to hear of any updates about her health. Thank you again for being a source of stability and comfort for me when I need it the most. Much love. From Kyle.
Wow. Kyle, thank you so much for sending that email. Dad, I know it's very emotional. Tell me what you're feeling, what you're thinking.
Well, most of the time, I don't get to see what people send us. But Logan did send this to me, and I think if I hadn't read it before, I'd have been on here. I wouldn't have never got through it.
Mm-hmm.
But when Logan sent me this, I texted her back, and what I told her was, I know why doing this podcast is worthwhile.
Mm-hmm.
And that it's not just something that makes somebody laugh all the time, but it makes somebody be able to get some through some tough times in her life that I fully understand. And I ain't the one that's sick, but it's Nancy. But I really appreciate when somebody that is sick, like Kyle is, that they send this stuff in and let us know. And Kyle, I got you on my prayer list now, and hoping all these surgeries go good. And you need to keep us informed how you're doing, and just let us know in the future about if there's anything else I could do about giving you a holler out or anything. That I'd be glad to do that, because that's what makes this podcast doing with my son Link worthwhile. When we get something like this, because I do fully understand it. And, I don't know what you're going through. I don't know how that feels, but I know how it feels to see somebody sick like your dad seen with you, and what it takes to get through it and everything. So I'm sending you much love too.
Yeah, it really is great to hear Kyle's story, and to know that somehow we're a part of his recovery, and Kyle helping. Dad's blowing his nose.
Yeah,
blow your nose, Dad.
I did.
Wipe your eyes. But yeah, Kyle, knowing that we are a positive part of your recovery and your medical journey. I mean, it just goes to show you, everybody's not a doctor. Everybody can't be smart in that way and have that type of education. And so we tend to forget what it means to just be there for somebody, or to be able to relate and to know that you're not alone, that somebody can empathize who's been through a version of what they're going through. It really is amazing how powerful it is to have just the support, or a relationship, just to receive love and understanding from people, and maybe some laughs as well. How that can be a key component to someone's recovery. Because you're right. I mean, we think about this show, and we have this mindset of like, we get to catch up, we get to spend time together, we get to cut a fool and be silly, and but connecting the dots directly between that and somebody's healing, it can feel like that's that you might think that's a bit ridiculous. But Kyle, you've helped us see once again that it's not a ridiculous concept to be ridiculous and that be a component of healing. So we're glad to do it. And if anybody wants to give Dispatches from Myrtle Beach an honorary doctorate in medicine, Dad, would you receive that?
Oh yeah, we'd take it. Yeah.
Especially if you get to wear like a stethoscope or something with it.
Well, at least get a white coat.
Yeah, get yourself a white coat. Hey, also a white hat, a white cowboy hat, because seems like you're the good guy.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, we could do that. You too. Yeah.
Okay, I'll get one. Maybe a lasso, or just I was going to say a whip, so I could whoop up on you when you misbehave. But I actually wouldn't whoop you with a whip, because we've had that done on the show, and that it can really draw blood. So I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, maybe, and make sure that there ain't no knives involved. They don't want you to have no knives.
So are you gonna share this email with Nancy? I hope.
I already have.
Did you let her read it herself, or did you read it out loud to her?
I did my best, just like I just did, to read it out loud to her. And she was driving down the road, and she she said, "You should have told me to stop and pull over."
No, you can't be reading an emotional email, while
Well,
she's
I
driving down
did,
the road.
because I read it the first time to myself, and the tears was just a running, probably worse than they were a while ago. And she said, "What in the world is wrong with you?"
Oh, you were just reading it silently in the truck?
Yeah. Well, she was driving. I was in the car,
Okay.
sitting in the passenger side. I won't drive it.
You were just she was like, "Why are you in tears on your phone?"
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
And then
So-
then you started reading it to her.
Yep. So
And then did she pull over, or did she
no,
make you stop?
She kept going.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. But she wanted me to tell Kyle that she would be thinking about him and praying for him, and that all these next 2 surgeries go well with what's going on with him. And just like everything's kind of moving along with her, and we'll know something later on. So in the next couple of weeks about how her treatments are going.
I mean, how have you and Nancy been on the receiving end of what Kyle is describing? I mean, where have you found strength from to get through this? Like, have there been people coming out of the woodwork, or something that was surprising to y'all that you just felt like it helped?
Well, I mean, we've had, besides all our church people and all our friends and everything praying for him, we've had several friends. Jane Self is one of them. She's and Marge down the street, and several other people, Brenda and all, been bringing us food and where Nancy could eat it or not, and looking after us and
Mm-hmm.
doing all those kind of things. And you know, when you have something, when when cancer goes on and you have something like this that happens, that it's you really know who your friends are that come out of the woodwork.
Mm-hmm.
And know how much they think of you. Just like Brandy came, our daughter came last week and stayed from Sunday till Friday to help out around the house and help me do some stuff around here and clean up and do all that stuff. So, and Candace is coming this coming weekend. So it's always, people that love you and think a lot of you, you know who they really are that come out of the woodwork.
Yeah, it's good to hear.
And y'all too. I mean, y'all out on the West Coast, but you keep in touch with us. And Christy calls and talks to Nancy and gives us support and all those different things. So, that's a good thing. Yeah.
So, with all the people coming out of the woodwork, to know who your true friends are, is there anybody you want to throw under the bus who you haven't heard from?
No, I ain't going there.
You got that's the power of having your own show. You can start to dox people.
And Kyle would probably reiterate this: when you're sick, you just know who the ones are that are trying to help and do some stuff, and the rest of them you just kind of have to keep in your mind with what's going on. Because
maybe not keep in your mind. Maybe not dwell on what's not happening or who's not coming through. I'm sorry I brought it up.
But Nancy gets. We got a lot of friends, but Nancy probably gets 10 cards a week.
Oh, wow.
From people, still getting them from different people that are still sending her cards. And that lifts you up with whatever thing, especially her.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm glad to hear you got people coming out of the woodwork. Thank you, Kyle, one more time for taking the time to write that note. That was powerful.
It's time for All right, Mr. Neal, what you think of this reel? And we got one from Jason, and he sent in some of these reels that they love for me to look at.
Okay.
A series of unfortunate events.
All right. Let's see it. It is a painting video. All right. So,
He's painting. He's dropped the brush. He's cutting out. He just stuck his hand in the bucket of paint.
the first thing. This is kind of like a skit, basically. First thing he did was he tried to paint right along the edge, and what happened?
And part of the paint off the brush got on the stained molding.
So then what did he do?
And then he said, well, I'll just wipe it off with my hand. And when he wiped it with his hand, it just smeared it over on the rest of the molding. He didn't use a rag. He tried to wipe it off on his hand.
And then he dropped the paintbrush on the floor.
He dropped the paintbrush on the floor where he's got paint on the floor. And then he stuck his hand in his other hand, his left hand, in the bucket of paint up to his wrist.
So what is the message of this comedic painting skit?
If you're going to try to paint and you don't know how, you need to hire somebody else to do it.
Oh, and who might that be?
Well, me or somebody else that paints for a living.
Okay. Not himself.
Not himself. But he did not wipe his hand. I don't know what he did later on about getting the paint up, but he didn't wipe it off on his nice blue jeans and nice shirt. And if you're going to be painting, you don't need to have really good clothes on because you're going to get some paint on you.
That's right. So basically, this is all the humor wrapped up in how difficult it is to paint without getting yourself dirty. And as we've learned, boy, people love to paint, but they sure hate to paint at the same time.
At the same time, yeah.
And they can't stand getting dirty. They can't stand getting paint on them. But they're still trying. It's the thing that it's kind of like being a real estate agent. Everybody thinks they can do it, but that doesn't mean they should. Everybody thinks they can paint. Well, I'll just paint this room myself. How hard can it be? Well, pretty hard, apparently.
There's a lot of stuff you have to do to start with before you
got to know where you put your hands.
Start painting. Yeah. Of course, he could have probably picked that and got a better brush, too. That didn't look like a very good brush.
Well, it was a comedy sketch brush, Dad.
Oh, okay.
He wasn't really just trying to paint it all.
Every year spring hits and I get the urge to do something productive with all this fresh energy. It's like the world is waking up again. And I don't want to just scroll through it. I want to actually grow. Learning a language feels like the perfect way to channel that momentum into something that opens up the world. That's why Rosetta Stone is such a great option. They've been a trusted language expert for over 30 years with millions of users and 25 languages to choose from. Everything from Spanish and French to German and Japanese. What I love is their immersive method. There are no English translations, so you're not just memorizing. You're actually learning to think and communicate in your new language. You start with words, build to phrases, and progress to full sentences in a way that really sticks. The lessons are super easy to fit into my day, whether I've got 5 minutes on my phone or a longer stretch at my computer. And True Accent gives real-time pronunciation feedback, which helps you sound more natural and confident. Ready to start learning a new language this spring? Visit rosettastone.com/dispatches today to explore Rosetta Stone and choose the language that's right for you. Go to rosettastone.com/dispatches now and begin your language learning journey.
All right, what else you got?
I got one from Holland. I don't know if that's the country hollering or somebody named hollering. I don't know.
Okay, let's say it's the person, but also the place.
These seem pretty smart, but I love when y'all are a little harsh.
So we got another paint hack video. Some woman on TikTok showing us her paint hacks. All right, lady, let's see them. See if you can impress Charles.
Here are 3 paint hacks you can try on your next project. Create a spout on your can using painter's tape to keep your can super clean. There's nothing worse than not being able to read the can because it's covered in paint. Use tape to wrap the metal part of your brush so paint doesn't dry on it. And if you don't feel like taping out the entire room, slide a file folder along with you as you paint. This works really well on hard-to-reach places like door frames,
girl.
and on top of chair rail and board and batten. Follow along to see more.
Look at her just hacking it up. She is not a professional painter. She's wearing a plaid shirt. If you're not in all white, you're not quite a painter. So she got 3 hacks there.
And she don't have her hair put up in a ponytail and fixed where it gets in the way of her being able to see and working. And
get a hair tie. That's another paint hack.
I'm still amazed at this thing where she put the tape over the paint bucket to know that it didn't get run down on it, so you'd know what kind of paint you got.
Yeah,
I mean,
I can understand that, but is it
well,
really?
When I pour it out, I just wipe it off the top and get it, and then I pour it off where the label's on the front, and then you can always still read the back of the can.
Oh, you're strategic about which way you pour it. So if paint does get over the edge, it doesn't impact your identification.
Or whether it's latex or oil or all that stuff. So
what about the other one where what's the second one? She's taping up the brush below the bristles. So God forbid that you get paint on the base of the brush. Oh Lord.
I was so entailed about the bucket. I miss that.
Yeah, she put paint around the base of the brush so it wouldn't get paint on it.
I don't know why you got.
Who cares?
Unless you're painting over. She won't paint overhead. The paint's not going to run down on the brush anyway if you keep it cut out and keep working with it. But
what can you do? And then the third one, instead of running a piece of painter's tape, she took a construction paper folder, basically.
Yep.
And moved that as a guide. That seems like a good idea.
Well, not for me, because when I paint down on the baseboard and do that, I cut it out right down to the edge with my brush, and I don't have to lay anything on the floor. I know you don't. But I guess that's all right. But if I was going to do that, I'd do like you said. I'd probably just run me a piece of that blue tape like she put on the can and run it down there and then just keep right on painting instead of moving that. And where she did it, beside the door casing, that paint's still going to run behind it and get on that stuff. I don't care what she stuck up there.
All right.
There's
no substitute for what?
A professional.
Skills.
Yep.
You got another one?
I got one from Jesse. It says, "Hey Charles, do you think this video is real or AI?"
Oh, now we're on to this.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think this is still a paint video though. Okay. Is this in snow? We've got a roller with no thing on the roller, no paint roller on the end of it, and they're just rolling it in the snow, and it's making a huge
snowball
roll up of a snowball. It kind of looks like, and someone posted this as a meme beside it, how the people at Cold Stone Creamery spread out and then roll up their ice cream. You know what I'm talking about? It's right there beside it, Dad. You see that?
Yeah, I see it. That?
Yeah. That's somebody scraping a frozen ice cream off of a frozen surface. It's like marble or something that they like freeze.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So they want to know if this is AI or not. What is your opinion on making a snowball using a paint roller without the nap on it?
Well, I mean, the last time it snowed here, the snow was not wet enough to hardly even make a snowman. So I guess it's got something, but
the right consistency. I think this is real.
I think it's real too. I think it would probably work.
Do you know how to tell if something's AI though?
Absolutely not.
All right. Well, how about this? I'm going to show you some more pictures. You tell me if you think those are AI. So here's another one. Describe it to the people who are listening and not watching on YouTube.
This is a picture of somebody at Christmas getting ready to open up a present, I guess. That's what it looks like to me.
There's a woman in a Santa hat, and then there's a man in a Santa hat.
But he's got his finger. He's got his fingers stuck in his ears, or he's just looking up there like he's happy about something.
I think he's giddy. He's giddy about it.
Okay.
So the question is this photo AI?
Well, it kind of looks real to me, but I mean, no more than I know about AI.
You got to look at the details to figure out if you're being fooled or not, because AI can get you, Dad. So is there anything off about this photo if you start to look at any details?
Oh, good God. The girl's hands, fingers or something.
What about them?
Well, there's more than 5.
There's more than 5 fingers?
Yeah.
How many fingers does she have?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
At least 7.
Yeah, at least 7, if not 8. But that's more than I got.
Yeah. This is good eye, Dad. So, do you still think this is a real photo?
No.
Right, because the thing that AI does not understand at this point, and maybe by the time this comes out or next week, AI will figure it out because things are moving so quickly. But AI doesn't understand that we humans have a set number of fingers. 5. That's the first place to look when you see something unbelievable, Dad. You're watching a video, you're like, I can't believe that happened, but it did. I'm looking at it. I'm seeing is believing. Dad, seeing is not. No, I'm telling you, seeing is not believing.
Seeing is, that would be correct.
You got to look at, first place to look, fingers. Count those fingers, you know. It's the reason why we teach babies count their fingers and toes when they're little. You know, this little piggy went to market. This is anti-AI training from a young age. Yes. Yes. All right, take a look at this next one. Is this photo real or AI?
Well,
describe to the listeners what you're seeing.
This is looks like that Gosling guy that he's got a white turtleneck sweater on and got his hair parted like he usually does. And
I'm sorry. How do you know that Gosling guy so much? How do you know him?
I saw him on something on my phone for the show today on my phone. I'm telling you.
Really?
So yes.
See, AI knows trying to get more Ryan Gosling in your life.
I'm telling you.
But how old does he look?
I mean, maybe 50 or something.
I don't know. That might be a normal 50. But for Ryan Gosling, with everything he's got at his disposal to make himself stay tip top, I'd say this looks like a a 68-year-old Ryan Gosling to me.
Oh.
And that's just not his age, Dad.
Oh, it's not? You think that guy in that picture looks 68. I'm 73.
Yep.
And
I think he's just this version of Ryan Gosling is only a few years younger than you. But he's been to Beverly Hills. He's got some of those doctors pulling and nipping and tucking. Or is it just AI aging him right before your eyes? You can't count his fingers; they're not in the picture.
They ain't in the picture. He's got 2 ears and 2 eyes and 1 nose.
But is he that old in real life, Dad?
Well, I don't know. I thought he was like 50. Hey.
He's 45.
He's 45 now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying he looks 58. Yeah, this is AI Gosling, Dad. This ain't got.
I don't think that's AI.
Well, he ain't that old. I mean, he's just not.
Yeah, but hey, I got friends of mine that they've been white-headed and look like that since they were 20.
Well, I understand, but he didn't. He doesn't look that way. He's not one of those people.
Oh. Well, normal people at 45 and 50 could look like that.
Yes, he's just.
Why is he? I mean,
But Ryan Gosling.
He would tell you he's a normal person.
He's 45 years old, but he's a Hollywood star at 45, which means he's gotten. I don't know what work he's had done, if any, but like he's in a support system, some sort of chamber or something. These actors do everything to look young, Dad. So 45-year-old Ryan Gosling still looks like Ken from the Barbie movie. He could be 30. This is not current Ryan Gosling. This is Ryan Gosling if he lived in Lee County. Okay. If he, this is 45-year-old Ryan Gosling if he was the music minister at your church.
Okay.
He'd look his age.
Okay.
But
so
he's a Hollywood star, Dad. He looks.
Okay.
This is not him. Don't fall for it.
Okay.
He's gonna die looking younger than he does now.
Don't say that, Link. There's been a lot of young people that's in Hollywood that's been dying.
Okay. All right.
They were don't.
I'm sorry.
Don't do.
Who are you thinking about?
I don't want us to be a part of Ryan Gosling dies.
I'm not wishing his death. I'm saying he'll live a long and prosperous life, and then in the end, dying of old age, he will look younger than he does now, because he has access to every rejuvenative thing. He will never look like this in old age.
He might want to age well and look like that when he gets older.
Well, it is a luxury that men have, isn't it? We can just decide to age well,
Yeah, I mean.
And I think women should be able to do that too if they want to.
That would be correct. Yes.
All right, let's see another one. You're wrong on this one though. Definitely AI. What about this one? What do you see right here? Describe it.
That looks like the Pope with a some kind of coat on.
A big puffy, the biggest puffy coat you can imagine. That's like pristinely Pope colored. This is the former Pope who has passed away, Pope Francis.
Yes, that's correct.
Is this AI or did he really wear this coat?
I think that's AI.
This has been exposed as AI. You're correct. It says his fingers are closed around thin air rather than the coffee cup he carries. Yeah. There's a coffee cup, but it's like he's holding it like a Christmas ornament by an invisible hook. Oh, and his crucifix is held inexplicably aloft with the other half of the chain missing. You see that the right side of the chain is there?
Mm-hmm.
These are the type of details that you got to get into.
Okay.
And even if you look at his eyeball, the way that the glasses aren't shaped like glasses.
Yeah.
But see,
Well, I'm learning a lot about AI today.
it can do anything,
Yeah.
Dad. Are you scared yet?
Well, I ain't been too crazy about this stuff to start with, but I
Mhm.
mean, it looks like it's going to go on in the world. So
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're helping me be abreast of what I need to watch out for.
Yeah.
So,
I'm keeping you abreast of the topics. All right, what about this one? We've got a golden retriever mama, then a golden retriever baby, and they're snuggled up against each other, and then there's a human baby underneath the puppy, and they're all snuggling together. And the caption says, "Great photography, kisses, kisses, kisses." So do you feel, on first glance, what do you think? Cute or AI?
I think it's AI. I don't.
Why? You can't put a newborn down and have a it join a golden retriever litter?
I don't think he's laying. The way they got his head fixed, but his paws and legs are doing. It looks like this leg ought to be on the left, and that one is turned around and coming out the other way instead of him laying down. So that's kind of.
It's an awkward pose for the puppy.
He's being mighty heavy to me. Look, as big as he is about laying on top of the baby, might suffocate him where he couldn't breathe.
So you think this is AI? It's too dangerous to be real.
Yeah.
I think this is real. All right? Because why? I see no evidence. I mean, yeah, it's my predisposition is to say it's AI, but some of this has to be real. So is this one real, Logan?
No.
Oh. Okay. Well, I'm glad. Okay. But I mean, there's no the number of toes are seem correct. Actually, maybe they're not. How many toes are on that puppy dog?
Yeah. There actually are a lot.
There's a lot more toes on the puppy dog. There it is, Dad. Even the puppy paws.
I don't think a dog has but three little things on a foot.
Not that many, that's for sure. Okay,
Yeah.
All right, you got me. See, you learned some stuff.
Wow.
You got to keep an eye out. You got to keep your eyes peeled. Start with the fingers or the paws. There we go. How you feeling?
Well, I'm feeling like AI is something that I'm glad I'm 73, and I hope I live 20 more years, but there ain't no telling what AI may be taking my place.
I don't think that's possible. You particularly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now Ryan Gosling, this might be trouble for him. There ain't nobody replacing you, Dad. Don't you worry.
Well, I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, that
Of course,
would
a
probably
6 or 7-fingered Charles would be interesting.
Yeah. Well, I don't think I'm gonna ever have that. So, well, Link, we've had I would call a very auspicious day because our first email that we went through with Kyle, and then we tried to make him laugh, and everybody else laughed after that. So it's been fun having you all here with us today, and we'll be back next week for another one. And don't forget to follow and subscribe wherever you get your podcast and on YouTube. And while you're at it, rate and review us on Apple Podcasts. And if you got a question, comment, or story you'd like to share with me, email me at ratherbeshaggin53@aol.com. And y'all have a great rest of your week, especially you, Ryan Gosling.
Oh, yeah.
Love you, son.
Love you too.
The new Mythical Society is here. Unlock access you can't get anywhere else at mythicalsociety.com.